been telling you to not take yourself out of your comfort zone. And I need you to kick that heifer in the face. Listen, I need you to tap in, friend. I need you to tap in so deeply because this is one of the most important movements that you will make this month. This is beyond passion. This is beyond I'm going to just go and buy something online. Like, this information is so next level. Where you are reaching from is so next level that I don't believe that you'll have this level of opportunity to reach into the cosmos, reach into the realms, and grab onto what is necessary for you to manifest in real time here, real time on this earth, and do what you need to do, probably until March, probably until the turn of the season. And this is where it's going to get deep for you. This is where we have to start looking at what's really going on with you. You might start to feel confined. You'll start to feel confined with your friends. You'll start to feel confined with your family. You'll start to feel confined with yourself. Why? Because you are unable to break through the way that you need to in order to level up and grab onto the abundance that you rightfully deserve. What does this look like? This looks like going on the other side of your fear. It's easier said than done. Yes, I do understand that, because your body is going to start enacting all types of protection mechanisms in order to keep you from crossing over the other side of the fear, of your fear. Some of y'all have fear of people coming back from the past. Some of y'all have fear of success. Some of y'all have fear of what might not happen, right? Like, think about all the limiting beliefs that you have. Something might not happen, so you're just like, I just won't do it. And that is wild. That is so wild. The reason why this Helix portal is open is because you actually are able to retrieve the power of all the chaos, the good chaos, the bad chaos that is happening around you, and grab it and mold it into what exactly you need to succeed. A lot of you grabbing, a lot of you pulling is going to be trash in your hands that you need to throw away. This energy is transitional, yet it is conforming at the same time. It is transitioning you out of you feeling powerless. It is transitioning you out of feeling like you don't have control of your life, and it is taking you into the necessary energy in order for you to not feel hostage in your own mind. It is taking you out of this energy that is having you feel trapped, feeling like you can't pull yourself away from what it is that's keeping you low vibrational, low energy, and malfunctioning. That is what this Helix portal is about. Fast moving energy that you get to pull away what is necessary in order to pour more into yourself, right? So what are we doing? We're pulling away to pour more into. What are we doing? We are pulling away to pour more into. That is what is important here. We are not going to deal. You are not going to deal. This energy is not going to deal with the consistent and constant manipulation of devilish energy in order to keep you below where you should be vibrationally functioning at. Do we understand each other? If you understand what I'm saying, show me some love. If you feel like you've been trapped and you have not been able to shine bright, if you have not been able to really transport yourself into your brilliance, let me know. There is an irresistible energy that just crawls into this conversation. there is an irresistible habit that some of y'all are dealing with right now. And I really, truly feel like a lot of y'all just operating on autopilot. A lot of y'all are feeling like y'all so focused on just doing the everyday habit. Thank you for whoever handled that comment. Some of y'all are operating on autopilot, so much so that you don't even understand how detrimental it has become to your not healing. Yes? At the expense of your mental health, many of you have decided that it is not worth doing next level inner work in order to step to the next side, to the next level. That is absolutely insane. And what do we have to do? We have to pull away to pour into. And now that I am recognizing that this energy is beyond what we first started out of, where it was chaotic, now we are in this space of you feel burned out. You feel burned out because you didn't get the results that you wanted last year. You feel burned out because you didn't put as much effort as you wanted into at the gym and you didn't lose the 30 pounds or whatever. Girl, I feel you. I'm there, okay? You feel burned out because you feel like life is just one way. You have to be in life one way. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is the biggest bag of bull crap that society could have ever given to us. You do not have to be one way. You can be a multitude of ways. Nobody here is living life linearly. You should not be. If you're on autopilot, it may feel that way. But the fact of the matter is that you are a multi-level, multi-spiritual entity that enjoys doing different things at different times in your life. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to share a little story about me. Okay. So if y'all would have caught Cass, I don't know, 5 years ago, yeah, around that time, 5 years ago, I was a lot more intense. Okay. I was like I was on go. And now that my life has changed drastically for the better, I am way more calm, cool, and collected. My life is slow paced. I move slower, I speak slower. Girl, I love my life because I don't have to rush. And I've built my brain to enjoy a lifestyle like that. And if I decide I want to go faster, then I will. But most of the time I'm just, stone cold chilling. For a lot of people, they want to build a life that they deserve, and they can't even mentally fathom it yet. They don't even know how to manifest what it looks like for them to be on chill. Some people do not have the ability to remove or take themselves out of park to know that there's a whole different vibe of life. Thank you. Confirmation train. Confirmation train. Oh my gosh. Some people don't even know that there is the ability to move yourself out of park so that never, the word never does not completely disrupt. Woo! Y'all hear that train? Come through. Tap in. Tap in. Haven't heard the train in, I don't know, 2 weeks. And here's the train now. And so what I'm telling you is that pulling yourself out of park in order to move, cruise, is you taking an opportunity to dive deeper into what it is that is necessary for you to thrive. That's why this Helix portal being open is absolutely imperative to your spiritual health, to your mental health, to your ritual building. Okay? Yes, next level information here, ritual building. This is going to be a time where arguments break out. You're going to start disagreeing with a lot of people for various reasons. And it could be dumb reasons. That's okay. That's okay. You have the choice to reach into the frequencies and be like, nah, this conversation is not going to help me, heal me, or pay me. This is the time for analyzing. Why? Because that helix energy, remember, helix is twisted, helix is spiraling. So you can grab something out of the ethos, out of the realms of your relationships, of your job, of your money, and look at it and twist it into a reality that is necessary for you to thrive. And you might twist it and say, what I am doing now is no longer serving me. Get away. What they say, poof, be gone. Your makeup too strong, right? That's what's happening. It is time for you to uncover what it is that has been holding you back. And I'm telling you, this is so next level for you that, friend, you might not even realize how fast this is spiraling. In a good way. In a good way. And you know what else? There is an art to the calm. There's an art to the win. There is an art, there's a technique, so to speak, art, skill, being energetically useful, methodical, that's taking root into this next level portal. And I love this. This is very interesting. When we talk about portals, we're talking about something that can enter and something that can exit. This is major movement. And this helix portal is a huge portal that no one wants to touch or do work in or have their rituals in or pray in. Why? Because things are so twisted that it takes a sharper mind, a sharper focus, a sharper energy to come in and say, all right, that's twisted. Let me make this work. That's why the technique is so important. What does your technique look like? Cass, what does my technique look like? I'm so glad you asked, friend. Because when you are in the Helix portal, the technique is next level. Your technique is focused. It is precise. The word precision just pop right on up. It is so precise that you might want to start taking account of the things that you do on the daily. If this means writing out your schedule, voice documenting your schedule, that needs to happen. You need to take account for your time. The Helix portal is so crazy inside of it, both entering and exiting, that it is easy to lose track of time. I'm sure some of y'all didn't even realize it's the 9th of January already. Y'all still celebrating from December 31st. Y'all didn't even realize that. The time warp is insane right now, yes? Are we talking about this or not? You have to get precise with it. The precision lies in understanding what's moving and what is not, yes? Are we understanding this? So another thing that you can do to get precise outside of documenting your day is documenting your dollar, yes? Are we talking or not? We have to get technical with the dollar bills, y'all. Now, I, for one, understand want to spend the dough. I, for one, understand want to spend money on the cute things in life. I get it. But in order to take control of this helix, this twisted portal where right things look left and left things look right. And sometimes people get up in there to try to shake things up, and now your enemies is friends, and you trying to figure out how the heck somebody that you didn't like 20 years ago came up in your life and now y'all friends again. This is twisted Helix energy, friend. Get into it. Tap in. This Helix portal will have you triple, double thinking, double looking, looking all types of ways because things are technicality. Tap in, friend. Tap in. Let me take a deep breath in, y'all. Whew. Because sometimes when it starts pouring like this, with this energy, I get activated because I care about y'all so much. I care about whether or not you go into this portal prepared. Don't ever be scared to step into a portal, and don't ever be scared to step out, because the other side of this is that you're moving away from the Helix portal. The other side of this is that you are untwisting what has been twisted within the last 1 year, 10 years, 20 years. You are finally awakening to this level of understanding that took you skinned knees and raw knuckles to fight your way through. You are now here and you're like, whoa, I'm getting up out of here. So what are you doing? You are pulling yourself through, not up, not going down. You are pulling yourself through. What I say, pull away to pour into, right? That is the theme of this conversation. Pull away to pour into. That takes technicality and skill. So the first way is to document your time. The second way is to what? Document the dollar. The third way to untwist is to start asking questions like Michael Jackson. Why? 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 Why are people starting to act funny? Why are you $0 at the end of the month? Why don't you feel right? Why don't you feel left? Like, start asking the questions that matter in a way for you to deeply analyze and investigate what's happening. That is methodical, that is technical, and learning those techniques is what's going to get you out of things that are detrimental to your spiritual growth. This portal is next level. This portal is going to bring, now let me forewarn for you, friend, okay? This portal is going to bring conflict. It's going to bring verbal battle. And for some reason, I just got the sound in my head, clink, clink, like Law and Order. This is going to be a verbal battle of legalities is technicality. How many times have we heard somebody got off on a technicality, right? Oh my gosh. Tap in, friend. Tap in. How many times, how many times have we heard someone getting off legally on a technicality? And when we look at how lawsuits and crimes are punished through the legal system, when we look at the court records, the court documentation, the trials, we often see that the lawyers have to be so specific within what, who, what, where, when, why. They have to be specific in how they ask the questions. They have to be precise in who they're asking the questions to. Sometimes it gets so convoluted and crazy with the questioning that they have to recall witnesses because they didn't ask the questions the right way the first time, right? Or more information has come out and they have to recall people to ask them again, right? Right? Okay. So if that is the case, and this portal, this Helix portal, which is twisted, is going to have you in verbal battles, it is imperative. And I'm talking about to the core of your soul, to the bones, to the downright last strand of DNA energy that you have to ensure that none of these raggedy hoes that are trying to cross you and twist you allows you to be manipulated through a technicality because you agree with that technicality. That technical concern is not a part of the big picture. How many times have we seen the DA's office charge somebody with first degree knowing that they can't meet that burden of proof? Don't mean the crime didn't happen. It's just that they couldn't meet the burden of proof. That ain't what you focused on, friend. That's never going to be what you focused on, friend. That's why it's imperative for you to understand that this Helix portal is about to be absolute next level, friend. This is the time to be on your P's and Q's. This is the time. And when I say on the P's and Q's, what does that mean, friend? That means know the difference. Know the way that you need to operate in order to spell the right word. Because when you start saying your prayers, when you start tapping in to your spiritual defense, Department of Defense, right? What I say? I said when you start tapping into your spiritual Department of Defense, friend, what you gonna do when it's time for you to present your case? Because what ends up happening, don't you ever, if you don't walk away with nothing else, if you don't click nothing else, if you don't go to bed on nothing else, if you don't pray on nothing else from this conversation, I want you to always remember that yes, you are divinely protected. Yes, you are God's favorite. You are God's favored. You are God's protected. But don't never think for 1 second that you do not have people out there praying on your downfall. No, we're going to go a little bit deeper than that, friend. Beyond praying on your downfall, because that's the easy way to explain it. That's the easy way to get out of it. That's the easy way to brush it off. When you have people praying for your downfall, we want to talk about legal conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. When you have people praying for you to dance for your downfall, that means you have a defendant and you have a plaintiff, okay? You would be the plaintiff praying. You would be the person praying for protection. You would be the person praying to your divine counsel, which is God, your archangels, your ancestors, your entire beautiful lineage. That is who you are praying to for things to happen and manifest in the 3D right here, right? Come on. Yes? Am I talking or not? Okay? Let's really, really understand whoever is going to be. Boom. So when you have people praying on your downfall, you are praying for your awesomeness, for your life to be filled with love, purpose, meaning, things that you want, like you want to manifest this amazing life. Then you have the defendant who is doing a counter argument against you, friend. You got people really out here blocking your blessings by praying against you. That's why you got to be smarter. That's why you have to understand the technicalities of this spiritual movement, friend. That's why you always got to be next level, friend. Because when you have people that are praying on your downfall, they are putting the spell work into the universe, into the realms in order to block your blessings. And a lot of y'all feel it. You know it's happening. I know y'all know it's happening because y'all end up saying, "Woo, the devil playing with me today." Not today, Satan. It's not going to work. I'm going through trials and tribulations. Like, y'all acknowledge the work that's coming against you. That ain't just randomly because the devil want to play with y'all that day. That ain't random. That's because you have people who are putting out the call against your spiritual defense, Department of Defense. Somebody in my podcast chat just said, "Woo." See, I came on here late with y'all on YouTube. My podcast and I have been like this. So if you want to know when I go live with my podcast to come in and chat, okay, go to cashyoung.com and sign up for my newsletter so you get the notification before I go live, because girl, we be in here doing the most. Okay. So, man, how that came around. Man, how that came around. And tap in. I pulled the judgment card was just sitting on top. The judgment card was just sitting on top. So when I talk about being precise, when I talk about the Helix portal and twisting and untwisting what has been done, what has been said, what has been moved, I want you to take into account, do an inventory of everything that you've been through, everything that you talked about, every piece of energy that you poured into other people, right? Because remember what I said, the theme is you are pulling away to pour into, and you're pouring into yourself. You're pouring into yourself enough to get out beyond what you've been giving yourself in the last 12 months. You hear what I'm saying? I'm telling you this because I care about you, friend. I'm telling you this because it's imperative that you tap in. Yes, you lock in. Yes, you move thoroughly. You move in a way where nothing is misunderstood about you, because people are going to want to misunderstand you anyway. No matter how clear you are in your intent, no matter how thorough you are in your explanation, people are going to be literally hell bent, literally hell bent in order to misunderstand you. And now you out here fighting for your life, trying to explain to somebody who wants to bring their hell into your earth, into your realm, into your spirit in order to disrupt you. No, sir, no ma'am. We're not doing that. So with that, friend, let me say this before I dart up out of here. Your crown frequency is a result of how you move throughout this world. This life is one that is precious. It is ever changing. So much movement happening. Yet we all feel like for some reason at some point in our lives that we don't deserve the best. I'm like Gaston on this from Beauty and the Beast. Some of y'all might be a little bit too young for this, but the original Beauty and the Beast from Disney back in the Disney era, Gaston straight up down said, "And don't I deserve the best?" And the answer to that is yes, you do, friend. So in order to make that happen the way that you need it to happen, you have to untwist what has been purposefully coerced to intertwine and confuse. You have to remove that. And that's why the Helix portal is imperative, important. Well, the same thing. Important. And it is vibrant. We already started 2025 off in some apocalyptic stuff, right? Like next level. But some of y'all have seen the plays before. Some of y'all have seen the fire started. by the devil. Whoever that devil shows up in your life as. Some of y'all have seen people kamikaze themselves in order to make you look bad. Some of y'all have seen how bad it hurts when you find out the people that you thought were supporting you really were hating you so much they wanted you to fail. And that's why I'm pulling y'all through this portal. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. If you want to know more information about my podcast, head over to cashyoung.com. Otherwise, I'm going to just kick it with my podcast a little bit longer, and I'm going to give them some deeper level knowledge. You want the information, cashyoung.com. Hit up my email, join my community, because we get to there. So I love you guys so much. I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all. Podcast, don't go anywhere because I got something for y'all, okay? Don't go anywhere, podcast. I got you.